Greetings! Today we're going to learn how to make styrofoam prints of our faces. To my left I have a styrofoam plate. It's not too dissimilar from what you find at a supermarket, like a meat tray. And over here I just have a picture of myself, one of my school photos. Okay, first I'm going to take a piece of masking tape and secure my picture to the printing plate so it doesn't move around. And now that it's attached, I can go about tracing my photograph with a pencil. So for instance, I'm just going to trace over any place where a light space meets a dark space. So I'm going to trace all the features on my face, my eyebrows, my nose, etc., etc. Now when I'm done tracing all the basic features on my face, you'll see I've left a nice indentation of my pencil marks, and this is going to help me to create my final drawing. So I'm going to flip over the paper in case I need to trace something else, like if I forgot a little detail. And now I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to make some very deep lines. Now what's important to note is any line that I make is going to be the opposite. So for instance, any place where I've made a dark line, it's going to print white. Any place that I don't touch is going to be where the ink falls. So for example, if I create my eyebrows, that space there, the hollow space inside the eyebrow is what's going to print. Another thing to note is you cannot erase. Don't even try. And, let's say I start making eyelashes and I change my mind, I'm just going to have to go with it and do the same thing on the other side to make it look like I meant to do that. Now that I have all my basic lines traced from my original drawing, now I need to be inventive. What am I going to do that's unique or different? For instance, I might go ahead and start making a pattern out of my hair. I might go ahead and just start inventing some things. I could invent the background. Again, I could make any kind of pattern I want. And just adding details. But remember, whatever you do, you can't undo it. You just have to go with it. Now that I've finished adding a background pattern and a lot of pattern in my hair and some details to my face and neck, I am ready to print. So, first steps to printing are: step 1, carefully removing your drawing from your printing plate. Now, as a rule, when we work in classrooms of 20 to 30 people, I like to have a place for everybody. So we're going to take one of our blue trays and we're going to stick our photograph on that blue tray. So everything that we make today is going to go on this tray and then eventually into the drying racks. So our dirty plate, once we're done printing, and of course we're going to know it's ours because it's got your picture on it. Now we're going to start with some white printing or white ink on black paper, because that's going to give us the closest thing to what our drawing looks like. Just because the paper will be white, the lines will be black, and that'll help us get used to the whole reverse image concept that comes with printmaking. So what I've got in my hand is a brayer. A lot of you are going to call it a roller, but it's not. And I'm taking some of this sticky ink and trying to spread the ink evenly onto the brayer. You'll notice it's got kind of a sticky sound. And when I see that it's evenly coated, then I'll be ready to apply the ink to my plate. Now I like to use an old catalog to apply the ink in, just because I'm going to get it all over. And if I mess up this one little page, then I can simply just turn the page and have a fresh page to print on. So now my ink is fully, or my plate is fully covered with white ink. So then I'm going to take a black piece of paper right here, and I'm going to place it on top of my plate. And the best thing we can do is just rub on it a whole lot on the back. Make sure that all the ink transfers to the paper from the plate. So after you've sufficiently rubbed on it, applied pressure to it, then we're going to get to peel it up from the paper. And as you can see, I have a print of my face, or of the drawing I just made. Now if you look up here, there's kind of a few inconsistencies in the way that the ink transferred. So I don't know if I missed that with my brayer, or if I just didn't rub hard enough in that spot. I think the best way to find out is to make another print. Okay, let's see. And that is a much better print. So much more even. When our prints are completed, we'll have the ability to go back in and we can add color to them, or add something to kind of brighten them up if we want. Another option too is we can print them on different color papers, or we can print them with different color inks. Obviously there's a lot of possibilities with printmaking. We're just scratching the surface. Get it? Scratching the surface? Well, anyway, hope you enjoyed this short demonstration about printmaking. Looking forward to getting started. Bye-bye.